All right, everybody. I'm 1 week out from the first show of my second ever season. Um, I'm stressed a little bit. I feel a little, I just would have liked to feel a little more ready for the stage as far as my leanness overall. Um, that being said, I'm so thankful I've taken this journey. I've learned so much. One, I'm learning only now to reach out and ask people for help, to to let others be the friend that I don't struggle with being for them, but to let others be that for me is tough. It's tough to be honest about what you're going through. If I feel discouraged, if I feel like I just need a little extra kick in the pants or a push. I don't know why that's hard, but it is. So, uh, as a mom, I've learned to delegate more to my kids and not feel guilty to tell them no. You know, what mom and dad doesn't want their kids to be happy and enjoy time with their friends, especially when they're good friends? It's not like they're going out and being nuts, but just good friends. Sometimes you just got to say no, though, for your own peace of mind and sanity. And I've struggled with that. I've wanted to be the everything to everyone I love, and there's just not enough of me to go around. So I've learned, and I'm learning still, to balance it and to to continue to grow that way has been probably the best part of the whole journey, is seeing that side of myself and seeing the importance of putting that in perspective and doing what I need to do there so that there's more of me for the things that really are important. There have been many times over the past year and a half that I've come close to quitting, which is interesting because the first time when I first set out to go on stage, I actually didn't think I'd ever win a trophy or anything. I just wanted to not look ridiculous. But I never doubted myself. I never. I knew without a shadow of a doubt that I could do what I set out to do, which was really just to look like I was fit enough to be on stage and look okay for a first timer. And I went way beyond that. There were fewer distractions. Business was pretty good. And my online, I'm not my online, my in-home personal training, word of mouth was growing me really well. My clients were achieving what I really wanted, which was primarily some functional movement. People, it was a blessing, and I loved it. I got through that side of things pretty well. On the competition side, there seemed to be more time for practicing posing. There seemed to be more time for my workouts. There seemed to be a lot more time for food prep and a lot more room. The kids get bigger, believe it or not, and then you don't have as much room to put all your food in it if you've got a house full of 7 people. That's with an extra freezer in the basement. Yikes. So, the past year and a half, I had a meniscus MCL injury on one leg, which was not the same leg that I had surgery on about 2 years before. Now it's been about 4 years since my knee surgery, and feeling pretty good. I'd say my knees, both of them, are healthier than they even were when I was a teenager. I only feel aching in my knee when it's going to rain, and that's the one I had surgery on. So thank goodness that I had a great client who's a great orthopedist. Shout out to Dr. Ackerman at Shady Grove Orthopedics, by the way, if ever you're needing a good place to go. I was blessed that after he did my mother-in-law's knee replacement surgery, he took me on as his trainer, and beautiful training relationship there. But it was great because he advised me to do certain things and to not do other things when I injured this other knee. I listened and it worked. Anyway, in that journey, I made some friends that have helped me through this one, and I didn't set out for that. I didn't set out to compete so I'd make all these great friends, but I needed them in my life, and thank God for putting them there. Tina, with Center Stage Figures, my posing coach, she gave me the confidence I needed to first get on that stage and own it, to stand on there like I belonged there. That gave me confidence I'd never had. My coach, Lane, really guided me through that, not just the nutrition process, but help me see the role that stress and sleep play in it all, so that on this side, as my metabolism slowed down more, I could see where that's something I've really needed to address. In my opinion, I'm not sure what Elaine would say about that right now. Be interesting, but I really think that was my number one issue. It Staying healthy is important. Eating, getting all your macros in and getting your workouts in, they're important. But how long can you live on 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night and not think it's eventually going to catch up with you? And with me, it did. I attempted to do it all. I attempted to run my own business, to put that business aside, start a new career, work on my degree, burning the midnight oil studying, writing papers, writing essays, trying to be everywhere and everyone to all of the kids. My husband's probably gotten the short end of the stick there, and now I'm learning that I've got to balance that out so that Elon can get more of me, and accept his encouragement and his help when he wants to be there for me. I don't know how many of you super moms and super dads are out there, but I've learned I'm not one of them. People will jokingly say, "Wow, Gretchen, you're super mom," but that's just it. I'm not. That's why there's a pile of laundry next to my bed that has got to be sorted through, and things have to be donated and given away or thrown away or put away or whatever, and why there's a pile of bills and papers just waiting to enter my file cabinet in an organized way. It's why sometimes I've squeezed in a workout late at night when I really should have done it long before and gotten onto bed. So let's see. Here I am now. I'm not as lean as I wanted to be, although I've made huge changes in my body as far as strength, and I'm very thankful for that. My guess is going into the second show on November 17th in Woodbridge, Virginia. I think I'm going to be more conditioned. You don't know, but I think I will be more then than this upcoming show. However, in this upcoming show, I'm going to walk that stage like I own it. I'm doing as much as I possibly can in the next week without losing my sanity and not losing my rest, to do what my body can do, to show the muscularity that I have achieved in a year and a half. How could I put this into words in a way that doesn't sound like I think I'm all that in a bag of chips, which I really don't. Sometimes I need to think a little of that sometimes, but I fully intend on giving it my all and all the confidence in the world that I can. I've not practiced posing one time with anyone except in the front of my mirror, taking posing pictures and that sort of thing. And I'll do that for the first time tomorrow with my friend Kate Blankenship and Rachel Baker. I've got food cooked for days now to help me just in case we lose power with the upcoming storm that's supposed to hit this mid-Atlantic region over the next few days. Thank goodness I have an elliptical. That elliptical, if all else, if something happens horrible, I've got that. And then I've got my buddy system, my Liebert buddy system. A friend, Mark Liebert, designed this great thing. I've got that in my equalizer. So for some reason, I can't get to the gym and I have to do HIIT here at home. I've got these tools here which help me get through it. I'll probably have to enlist the help of my kids to give me some resistance, which they never resist torturing their mother. Anyway, I'm off to the elliptical now. I've got 10 high-intensity intervals on the agenda for today. Slightly higher carb today than yesterday, relatively low fat, really high sodium for me for the next few days. Gallon and a half of water a day. I am peeing like crazy. And that's what I've been drinking, is a gallon and a half, so maybe I'm just aware that I'm peeing more. The menstrual cycle, guys, sorry you got to hear this, but we ladies, we often don't talk about it. It can be affected by our dieting, by our stress levels, everything else. Here's one way where I think stress is a good thing. It's brought it on. For me, it's early, but for most of you ladies, it's considered on time. But I am so thankful it's coming now and not when I'm on my show traveling and all that other nonsense. So looks like I won't have to worry about it then because I'm having to deal with it now. I am a sentimental freak right now. If you were to give me a compliment, I'll probably cry in tears. I saw my little girl dressed up in her Halloween outfit, and she just looked like a little angel and princess, and I just started to cry, picking out pumpkins at the pumpkin patch. I was like, oh, this is so wonderful and sweet. I'm going to cry. So no sad movies for Gretchen tonight. Maybe a scary one or something. Going to get my cardio in. I'm going to get ready to go to a Halloween party at a neighbor's house for a little while. Then I'm going to get home and get a good 8 hours of sleep. That'll be 2 nights in a row with a lot of sleep. And it's going to be good. It's all good. So I made this without crying. That's a big deal. Anyway, so Mom and Dad, you're going to see some half-naked pictures of your daughter in a posing suit coming up soon, because I'm going to be showing off my hard worked for work when I get on stage next week, and again 2 weeks later. Friends, thank you so much for loving me, for encouraging me, for telling me not to quit when I inquired whether you would if you were in my shoes. And to my coach Lane, you're the biggest blessing that someone could want in a coach. You and your wife as a team, it's like you have a calling and you're fulfilling it and you're changing lives. Sure, Lane always says that these people hire him and he's sure they would do it with him or without him. I'm not so sure. That's why we contacted you. There are other great coaches out there who I am sure their competitors feel similarly. But I am glad that I stumbled upon learning who you were in my own research, that I found you as my coach, and that I'm going on. Gary and Amber, my ex-husband and his wife, thank you for being just genuine, encouraging friends. You don't know how many times you've given me a little encouraging word, and it's made me want to keep going. A lot of others I mentioned on Facebook. Oh, there are the tears. Sorry. Thank you. You've all helped me not quit. So I'm going to take my tired, PMSy, hungry self to the elliptical now, and I am going to rock that workout, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.